Tingles, in case you're wondering. This came in the mail today. It's my disposable contact lens refills that I ordered last week. Where I mentioned I went to my new optometrist last week. It was for my annual eye exam and to order a new set of contact lenses, and so I assume that's what it is. I haven't opened it yet. I just won't do that now. If I can figure out how to open it. Oh, is it? So is this the top? Sure. Oh. The label is sealing it shut. So I need to cut that. Handy little pocket knife here. So that's the top. Just packing paper. Guess this is the shipping form. With information on it that I don't want to show to the camera. And these are my boxes of contact lenses. Okay, so are they labeled left and right? Because I have different prescriptions, the left and right lenses. 8.6, 7.5. Okay, speaking of packaging, remember this thing? I showed this several weeks back. It's the mailing envelope for the inside of it is lined with bubble wrap. And guess what? Here's the rest of them. I was actually just thinking earlier today about the type of ASMR I experience. Specifically the lack of tingles. You know, I feel like, when I watch certain ASMR videos, the ones that trigger me the most, if you can call it triggering, I feel like what's happening is my brain is actually sending out tingle signals, but somehow it's just not registering throughout the rest of my nervous system. Or, yeah, it's like, my nervous system just isn't responding to those signals. So, as a result, I'm not actually feeling any tingles like a lot of people describe. But I do feel like this sensation inside. I've talked about this in several videos about how I have this sensation inside my head that I just can't describe. The closest thing I've been able to come up with is a brain massage, or it's kind of like calmly stimulating my brain. So I think, obviously, ASMR videos are affecting me somehow, and somehow drawing me in, and making it an enjoyable, relaxing experience. Otherwise I would be like, the rest of the crowd out there who stumbles across ASMR videos and thinks it's weird and creepy. But I've embraced it, and obviously am, pretty obsessed with it nowadays, and this channel is pretty much proof of it. But yeah, I mentioned it on Facebook today. Just described exactly what I just described. And Kara, ASMR Nova Star, reminded me just that everyone experiences these things in different ways, and just that I might be overthinking things. which is pretty typical of me anyway. So anyway, either way, I still, I'm still really glad that I discovered ASMR, and like I said, I really enjoy being a part of the community, and it was another funny thing is, last week, right after I posted my video where I posed the question, how do you determine when when do you determine that you're actually an ASM artist? And my conclusion in that video was that if anybody in the ASMR community ever refers to me as an ASM artist, then that would be my defining moment. Well, like within the next day or so, Lauren Ostrowski Fenton commented on my YouTube channel saying, "You are an awesome ASM artist." So I guess that that makes it official. So thanks, Lauren. Yeah, yeah, she's great. Go check out her channel if you haven't already. Lots of really encouraging and inspiring videos on there, and I mean lots. Really relaxing voice too. Let's see what else. Another ASMR channel that I discovered within the last week. Another popular one that I'm probably one of the last to figure out. Air Light, with the one who posts most of her videos in Russian. But wow, her voice, that is, I mean, you want to talk about my brain sending out those tingle signals. Oh yeah, the Air Light definitely does that to me. Yeah, I've pretty much gotten addicted to her videos just pretty much all week. And so I've been going back and watching a lot of her older videos, and just and she is one of those ASM artists that I prefer listening to on headphones, because for me, some voices I actually enjoy more when I listen to on external speakers, more so than headphones. But yeah, for Air Light, it's like the effect is much more intense if it's like in my ears directly, and it's like yeah, that her, like, especially when she's speaking Russian, yeah, it's like really just, she does wild things to my brain. I just put it that way. And then yeah, just her close-up, extreme close-up visuals on tapping on things. Yeah, just really high quality, just video production. She's never shown her face, which is really interesting. And yet, like whenever she shows like a close-up of her fingers, yeah, there's just a really like a elegant, feminine quality to her. That in combination with her voice, it just, I mean, just her whole style of videos is really artistic. And I'm not normally the type of person that typically appreciates art. But yeah, I'm I've become a huge fan of Airlight. Um, anyway, so yeah, I made a note to myself that as soon as I discovered her channel, just like note to self, stop overlooking all the Russian ASMR videos. And there's plenty more out there that I'm pretty sure, because I've run across them. They show up in my YouTube searches, and just for some reason I just figure, if the whole thing is in Russian, then it's like, why bother if I don't understand what it is? And then I realize, like, well, I don't need to understand what they're saying in order to be triggered. Yeah, it's a whole, it's a bad habit that I apparently need to break. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Just kind of looking at other Russian ASM artists that and I've seen bits of them, and yeah, there's plenty of stuff out there that I still have yet to check out, and yeah. Let's see. Um, okay, another topic I wanted to talk about was ASMR videos that feature a person eating. Now, I just want to say up front, I cannot stand the sound of somebody eating, or specifically chewing. Like if I'm at work and either one of my coworkers that I share an office with, or if I'm you know um, if I'm working in a cubicle and it's quiet enough in the office that I can actually hear a person nearby eating their lunch, I have to put on headphones and listen to music so that I can't hear the sound of that person eating. I don't know why. I guess I'm guessing I'm not alone in that, but yeah, it is one of the few of all the ASMR triggers that I've heard about. Eating is one of the few that I actually cannot stand. Most triggers I'm pretty neutral about. Even if it doesn't trigger anything in me, it's still nice to listen to. Most of Heather Feather's tapping sounds are kind of like that. Anything involving tapping on glass or ceramic or metal doesn't really do anything for me, but it's still, you know, it's still nice to listen to. But eating, yeah, I really would rather not. Um, but there are exceptions to that. And I actually figured out it is mainly chewing that I don't like, and specifically open mouth chewing. Um, and the reason I figured this out was because Ephemeral Rift, in his latest ASMR and beer video, toward the end, um, he was he was eating something. I don't remember what it was, but you can actually hear him chewing, but his mouth was closed, and the reason you were able to hear it is because he was using his in-ear binaural microphones, and so that picked up the sound of his chewing. So normally, when somebody is chewing with their mouth closed, I don't hear it. Um, but this, his in-ear microphones, it was able to pick up that sound, and it's the same sound. It's as if I'm hearing the sound of my own chewing, which is really weird. but it was actually a decent sound and something nice to listen to. Now, maybe it had something. It also has something to do with whatever it was he was eating, but yeah, that was one of the few times I actually enjoyed the sound of somebody eating. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I also want to mention gentle whispering. Um, she posted a wake up alarm tone. It's about a minute and a half long, and it's like just basically it's her voice, kind of politely encouraging the listener to wake up and start the day and look forward to this special day or whatever. um, I I just couldn't help but laugh when I listened to it because it's like, okay, I actually commented on her video. So it's actually meant to be a downloadable alarm tone. So like if you're, you know, you basically download it to your smartphone and use it as your wake up alarm tone. And I saw a lot of people comment on that, kind of saying that, well, it would just make me fall back to sleep. And I think in my case, um, okay, so what I said was, if I were to download this and set this as my wake up alarm, then the seemingly impossible would suddenly become possible. And that is, I would become annoyed by the sound of Maria's voice. Um, yeah, just, having to wake up and having this person just like next to you is like saying, it's time to get up. Yeah, I mean, that's like, takes me kind of back to my high school days when my mom would try to wake me up. um, anyway, um, I was excited to see both ASMR requests and Ardra Neela post new videos. Uh, yeah, that's about all I can say about that. I mean, most of you already know what I'm talking about. Um, so, uh, and my friend Lady Lullaby has been posting some new videos, and I'm actually really impressed by the quality of her videos. I mean, she's still kind of she's experimenting, and still kind of unsure of whether it's actually working. And I gotta say, I mean, not that you know, obviously I don't experience tingles, but I mean, yeah, to me, what she's done so far, that sounds great. Um, so yeah, it's another channel that I urge you to take a look at. Yeah, she's been experimenting with a lot of really neat effects, and I would bet that a lot of you would get some serious tingles from some of her videos. If you don't, you can just blame me. So, okay. Well, that's about all I have to say. So, speaking of eating, so, yeah. I'm not sure exactly as far as other videos besides these weekly vlogs, I've had vague ideas in my head about other types of videos I can make. But yeah, I just, I've been kind of, generally, I wouldn't really say busy, but just kind of preoccupied with other stuff, and just kind of, I'm kind of a procrastinator when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, so I don't really want to make any promises about other videos, but yeah, just just if you're interested, then just subscribe to my channel, and then when stuff comes out, then you'll see it. I mean, plenty of popular ASMRtists who are sporadic in their video postings, but when they, as soon as they come out, then everyone gets all excited. So, but yeah, just stay tuned, and in the meantime, just there's plenty of great stuff out there to enjoy, and I know I'll be probably enjoying it along with you. So, take care.